Matt, hello.
Hiya.
Thank you very much for allowing us to interview you.
Oh, thanks for having me.
Have you found that sport, particularly football, I guess for you, has helped sort of balance mental health and things like that?
Of course, scientifically, on that side, releases endorphins, any form of exercise. Humans are meant to move their bodies, and so you have that side of it. But on the other side of it, when you're on the pitch, you're so focused on the game, the outside world is on the other side. It's off the pitch. On the pitch, I'm just playing football. It's a fantastic distraction. And when I was going through my depressive episode, I would still try and play some form of seven-a-side football. I used the app called Footy Addict, so I just went by myself. I didn't have to talk to people that I knew who could see I was, or I felt would be able to notice I was off. And I went, and it just gave me those little kind of beacons of hope that you need to keep going through something. And I think they're so important. I think also just having a team is great, because you're sharing an experience you're having with other people, and that in itself is awesome. So you have the endorphin side of it, the social side of it. It ticks so many boxes, sport, and that's why I think football can be more than just a game.
Would you say team sports have probably give you more of those things you've described, or?
I believe so, because on the individual sports, you get the scientific kind of aspects of it, endorphins, and also if you're passionate for something, it's just great to do something you're passionate about. With team sport, it's great because you are socializing with other people, you are sharing experience with other people, and you're just together in something. And sometimes with depression, you feel quite alone, you kind of quite isolated, whereas in that moment, you're together with people working for the same goal, and that is quite an uplifting feeling.
If you don't like sport, say, which I'm sure you cannot imagine, how else can you exert energy and get that sort of endorphins release, happy feeling?
There are a bunch of other ways. So that happy feeling, I think singing is a key one, because there are other forms of creativity that have the same outlet, which is really key for in terms of balancing your mental health and helping you. I mean, who doesn't love having a little sing-along in the car? I was having on the way here, just it feels great. It feels great. So that's obviously one way. Joining a choir, for example, you'd have the same benefits of a football team, but it's just in a completely different zone. Also, I can't speak because I wasn't blessed with any artistic skill, but drawing and painting are renowned for helping you get those endorphins, taking your mind off subjects, it's a really good way to focus all this energy inside you.
It's also drawing and painting and singing, and I guess sport to some respect is about expressing yourself as well, and being able to release those demons inside you, kind of thing.
No, I completely agree.
What do you do to relax and unwind?
To relax, I'll start with a little bit of meditation, breathing exercises, because it really does just slow everything down. It takes you out of this crazy kind of non-stop life you live and just gives you 20 minutes, which is not a long time at all when you consider it and you put it into the context of 24 hours. And it just does relax you. It's weird because we all breathe all the time, but there is an importance to breathing, especially when you do it slowly and recognisable.
So do you use any meditation apps or websites or anything for guided meditations?
Yeah, so recently I've got into Headspace, so I've been keeping that up over the last 6 months, and they have loads of different packs and categories to deal with different things, so helping you get to sleep, specifically anxiety, anger. It's a fantastic app. It's worth the money in my view. So I've been using that. And there's also, it's not associated, I believe, with the campaign against living miserably. There is a Calm app, which is simply just about breathing. And there's also a thing where there's a bubble and it inflates. You breathe in and breathe out, and just watching it and then coordinating your breathing with what you're seeing. Your focus as well, which is the other good thing about it, because some people struggle with closing their eyes, and I don't blame them, because your mind's running around, and it's having something that's completely diverges your attention to this. I'm not thinking about work because my eyes are watching this and I'm trying to follow it. It's a really good distraction from the outside world and helps you get into meditation, just slowing down. So
life has its fair share of stressful moments and difficult times. So how have you learned to sort of cope with the stress and nerves and things like that?
So my first step is always to realise it's completely normal. It'd be bizarre if you just floated through life. Stress, anxiety, natural things, you're going to feel them. Second step's just discussing them with people, having your outlet. So just like we've spoken, whether it's sport, singing, cooking, drawing, knowing that they're your things. Give yourself the time to do them. and then just talking about it to people. So that would be my advice really. Just, it's normal, do things you know that work for you, whether it's sport or other creative outlets, and just talking to people so you don't bottle it up, because something can feel so big in your mind. Once you've spoken it, a lot of the time you realise quite a small thing, but while it's in there, it feels a lot bigger.
Is there anything you'd like to say to your fellow 20-somethings? Maybe like a parting piece of advice, or based on your life and like the lessons that you've learned?
So from everything I've learned, I think we just need to talk to each other about any topic. No topic needs to be off the cards. I think we have a real opportunity in the era we live in to make huge strides positively to drive social change. It is a very exciting time we're living in. It is very scary in other aspects, but it's very exciting because we now have the platforms to make really influential actions to benefit future generations. So I'd say talk to each other. We can make this change to stop the 84 men taking their life every week, and just be kind to one another. It's my main thing.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much for having me. I love the platform.